The film opens during a typical Newsday featuring celebrity interviews and discussions about global emissions, with even Piers Morgan chiming in. A fleeting mention of a spreading virus is overshadowed by the daily chaos of life in the World War Z universe. We're introduced to the Lane family, comprising Father Jerry, Mother Karen, and their two charming daughters, Constance and Rachel. Amidst the bustling streets of Philadelphia, Jerry readies his family for an outing. However, they get ensnared in heavy traffic, prompting Jerry to tune into the radio for an update. The report reveals a rabies-like outbreak in 12 countries, inciting panic. Amid this revelation, an altercation with a speeding motorcyclist unfolds, leaving their car's mirror damaged. Jerry steps out to confront the biker, who mysteriously disappears. A deafening explosion shatters the tranquility of the street, plunging it into chaos. A speeding truck collides with a police officer, providing Jerry with an escape route from the congestion. He tails the truck closely as it plows through cars until it crashes into another truck, bringing it to a halt. Jerry maneuvers through the frantic crowd but is caught off guard and struck by an ambulance. Fortunately, he and his family emerge only slightly dazed. Amidst the chaos, the zombie virus spreads rapidly, transforming Philadelphia into a nightmare. Zombies blend into the crowd, displaying surprising speed and agility, launching relentless attacks. Spotting an RV, Jerry swiftly ushers his family aboard, fleeing the city's impending doom. However, his daughter suffers an asthma attack, prompting a call from a top UN official, Tiari, who promises a helicopter rescue within the hour. Jerry's expertise is urgently needed. Determined to find medication, the family heads to Newark, New Jersey, but chaos reigns there too. With time running short, they split up for efficiency. Jerry seeks the pharmacy while his wife hunts for food. As he exits the pharmacy, he witnesses as two thugs menace his wife. Jerry acts swiftly, shooting one while the other flees. To their horror, they discover their RV missing upon leaving the store. In dire straits, Jerry contacts Tiari for help, but the earliest helicopter arrival is the next morning. Racing from pursuing zombies, he inadvertently draws more with a gunshot and takes refuge in an apartment building. In a moment of desperation, they encounter a seemingly ignored man outside. Their escape leads them to a compassionate Mexican family upstairs. Come daylight, the Mexicans decline to join Jerry's perilous journey. Armed and ready, they face a stairwell swarming with zombies. A shot rings out, taking down an attacking zombie, surprising them as they reach the rooftop. Karen ignites a flare to signal the awaited helicopter, while Jerry, fearing infection, remains close to the edge, ready to take the ultimate leap if a horde of zombies closes in on the rooftop. Jerry uses all his strength to hold the door, keeping the undead at bay while his family boards the waiting helicopter. Amid cover fire, Jerry sprints to the chopper and joins them as it ascends, shots ringing out to down pursuing zombies. They escape the nightmarish scene below and head for the vast expanse of the ocean, the USS Argus, a colossal aircraft carrier. TR warmly welcomes them, assuring their safety. Jerry realizes the global gravity of the virus, which has claimed countless lives, including presidents. In a quest for answers, a mysterious email from South Korea refers to the infected as zombies, yet communication with South Korea has gone dark. Hope emerges through Dr. Andrew, who believes tracing the virus's origin may lead to a potential vaccine. Commander Stern approaches Jerry, requesting his guidance in this critical mission. Jerry hesitates, torn between his family's safety and serving the government's cause. Reluctantly, he provides his wife with a special communication device for connection. With a heavy heart, Jerry boards a plane bound for Korea, Dr. Andrew radiating confidence. He likens the virus to a predator in the wild, convinced it has left traces of its path. Aboard the USS Argus, a sudden blackout prompts swift action, evacuating non-essential crew members via helicopters. Karen and her family remain behind, fortunate yet isolated. They land at Camp Humph in South Korea, where the men disembark, including Dr. Andrew armed with a pistol. Amid eerie sounds of approaching zombies, chaos ensues. Defending them, Andrew, in a panic, fatally shoots himself. Jerry rushes to his side, but it's too late. The Navy SEAL commander guides Jerry through the maze-like base, briefing him on the zombies' behavior, their attraction to noise, and their vulnerability to precise headshots. Descending deeper, a chilling sight unfolds. 15 lifeless men resembling ash. The commander recounts the grim tale. The infected medic, the source of the outbreak. Navy SEALs had subdued and burned the infected, erasing clues to the virus's origin. Jerry discovers a detained CIA officer trading arms with North Korea, who reveals a gruesome antivirus method. North Koreans removed their teeth. Furthermore, he mentions Jerusalem, a city that took action before the virus outbreak. If Jerry seeks answers, the official advises him to head there. Jerry attempts to contact his wife, but the garbled communication renders her voice barely audible. The commander rallies the troops, gearing up in darkness for their next challenge, refueling the plane amid looming threats. To minimize noise, they opt for bikes, but a ringing cell phone alerts nearby zombies, setting off a firefight. As they race toward the plane, the commander plows through zombies with the truck, connecting the fuel line while soldiers fend off the approaching horde. Jerry and his companions finally reach the plane, and without delay, it ascends, carrying them to safety. After flying for a while, they touch down in Jerusalem. Jerry instructs his pilot to stay with the plane, promising to return by nightfall. He navigates the streets, guided to meet a high-ranking official who explains they began constructing stronghold teeters on the brink of being overwhelmed. Jerry, with a keen sense of impending doom, watches helplessly as the city becomes inundated with attacking zombies, converting survivors into the undead. Panic reigns as helicopters struggle to repel the horde, their bullets proving ineffective against the relentless wave of monsters. Escorted away by soldiers, Jerry witnesses peculiar occurrences, zombies bypassing an elderly man and a young bald boy, uninterested in them. Tragedy strikes when the female soldier escorting Jerry is bitten. Thinking fast, Jerry amputates her arm in hopes of stopping the infection. After a tense 12 seconds, she shows no signs of turning. Their relief is short-lived as the rescue helicopter, swarmed by zombies, loses control and crashes. To compound the chaos, the plane meant for their extraction departs prematurely. In a desperate bid for survival, Jerry spots a departing passenger plane, managing to halt it with the soldiers' help. Jerry boards just in time, looking down to see the once thriving Jerusalem reduced to a desolate wasteland overrun by a sea of zombies. Every corner echoes the horror of the apocalypse as Jerry tends to Sean's wound. His mind rushes back to the peculiar incidents he'd observed earlier, the elderly man and the young child seemingly invisible to the zombies. Coupled with the doctor's mention of armor, a light bulb moment ignites for Jerry. Without wasting a second, he seizes the satellite phone and urgently contacts Karen, requesting to speak with Tiari. Connected, Jerry conveys his need to redirect to a nearby WH facility or a research center. Handing the satellite phone to the plane's captain, he awaits an answer. After a brief conversation, the captain nods, confirming their new destination and providing the exact address of the research facility, a glimmer of hope in their dire situation. As the plane continues its journey, a puppy rushes to the bathroom, barking at one of the doors before darting away. A flight attendant opens the door and meets a grim end. The sudden commotion and the plane's unusual shaking alert Jerry to imminent danger. Passengers, once asleep, are now wide awake, panic in their eyes. Jerry cautiously approaches, peeling back a curtain to reveal a nightmarish scene. The entire rear section swarmed with newly turned zombies. Urging silence, he and a few others frantically barricade the section using luggage and any available items. In the chaos, a box tumbles to the floor, its loud thud grabbing the zombies' attention. In moments, they breach the makeshift barrier, turning the cabin into a feeding frenzy. Despite Jerry's valiant efforts, he realizes the direness of the situation. In a desperate move, he grabs a grenade and hurls it towards the back, creating a massive breach in the plane's structure. The resulting decompression sucks out the zombies, but also damages an engine. The plane spirals out of control. Jerry and Sean strap themselves in, while the remaining passengers are helplessly pulled out. The severely compromised plane crash lands, and Jerry regains consciousness, his vision gradually focusing. He's injured, relieved to find Sean alive. Together, they navigate through a nearby town, eventually reaching a WH facility. They catch the facility's personnel's attention through a surveillance camera. Back on the USS Argus, with the government presuming Jerry's demise, the captain makes the harsh decision to relocate Jerry's family, effectively evicting them from the ship. Meanwhile, Jerry is trapped in a haunting dream, a nightmarish blend of his recent experiences. When he finally awakens, he's restrained, and WH doctors enter in a dimly lit room. Doctors question Jerry, probing for his identity and intentions. Calling Tiari on the satellite phone, they vouch for him. Jerry's patience wears thin, sensing something has happened to his family. Later, he's reunited with Sean, who informs him that his family is being relocated to a refugee camp. Jerry shares his theory about a dangerous disease in a lab and proposes a daring plan, infecting him with a treatable illness. He believes that the infected might sense it and avoid him. The doctors agree to test the theory, but there's a catch. The needed diseases are in a being overrun by around 80 infected. Overcoming obstacles, Jerry gears up for a covert operation with the team. They navigate through the labyrinthine being, armed with an axe, moving stealthily through flickering corridors, encountering lurking zombies. Their challenge intensifies as a zombie blocks their path, and tension rises when a doctor accidentally brushes against a creaky door alerts nearby zombies, prompting the team to descend a staircase quietly. They advance cautiously, spotting an unaware zombie. A mishap with a crowbar on metal creates a loud clang, forcing Sean to fire her gun, drawing all zombies' attention. Jerry instructs Sean and the doctor to head to safety while he distracts the zombies. He dashes into a room, taking down the first zombie that enters. Another zombie lunges at him, but Jerry eliminates it. Meanwhile, Sean and the doctor face their own challenges, taking down and pursuing zombies with gunshots. They sprint towards the bridge, barely making it through the door amidst the chaos. In the room he's been seeking, Jerry spots a code on the door, provided by a voice on the surveillance system. After entering the correct code, he collects vials and places them into a container as the doctors watch anxiously. A lone zombie trails Jerry and stands at the entrance. Jerry opens a drawer, finds a syringe, and injects himself with a lethal pathogen. The lurking zombie simply bypasses him, confirming Jerry's theory. Seizing the moment, Jerry traps the zombie inside and pours soda on the floor as bait, safely rejoining the others to get the needed antidote. He exits the complex, making a beeline for his family. As Jerry reunites with his waiting family, an emotional moment unfolds. However, the world remains unsafe as people mobilize to combat the undead from streets, buildings, and even the air. While a glimmer of hope emerges with the new camouflage vaccine, the path to true liberation is long. The tale concludes, leaving the world still in turmoil.